Hello, everyone. This fall, a major court case is set to unfold between the legendary Disney company and actress Gina Carano. This event is drawing attention not only from TV series fans, but from the entire entertainment industry, as the conflict centers around the well-known series The Mandalorian, in which Gina played a key role before being unexpectedly fired. From the very beginning, the situation has sparked a storm of emotions. Disney itself tried every possible way to halt the lawsuit, even attempting to move it to a jury trial. But all efforts ultimately failed to bring about a decisive outcome. The scheduled hearing on September 29th promises to become one of the most talked about events in the world of show business. Over the past few years, a true tale of karma has developed around Gina Carano, as it seems fate itself decided to punish everyone who dared to attack her reputation. Prominent names and influential figures in the industry have repeatedly become targets of public criticism for their attempts to denounce the actress. This list includes high-profile figures such as Brie Larson, Kathleen Kennedy from Lucasfilm, and recently even Bob Iger himself found himself at the center of the debate. Not to mention the actress who played Snow White, Rachel Zegler, whose online comments have only fueled the controversy further. Many even believe that Pedro Pascal, the star of The Mandalorian, who was recently accused of betraying his co-star Gina, might also face his share of karmic retribution for his actions. All these events are coming together to form an astonishing mosaic where every participant seems to receive their due, and the situation is gradually evolving into a full-blown saga of celebrity intrigues. To better understand the story, it's important to note that the conflict between Gina and Disney began long before the scheduled court date. It all started when the head of Lucasfilm and other influential company figures reacted sharply to the actress's actions. Shortly thereafter, under dubious pretenses, she was removed from the Mandalorian project. The audience clearly sensed the injustice. The show's ratings began to drop, and the negativity in the press and among shareholders accumulated day by day. The internet exploded with the discussions, with many users noting that Gina's dismissal had unpredictable consequences for Disney's image. As recent analytical reviews have shown, even the future of the series itself is under threat because of the unfolding situation. Amidst all these events, it's important to remember that Gina Carano has long become a symbol of resistance against injustice in the entertainment industry. Her detractors, including influential figures, have repeatedly tried to deliver karmic blows her way. For instance, the head of Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy, was particularly insistent on her removal from the project, leaving little room for compromise. Over the past few years, numerous rumors have surfaced online that Gina's dismissal led to the resignation of some company executives. In particular, Bob Chapek, who was in charge of the House of Mouse during those turbulent times, was forced to leave his position in disgrace, handing over his responsibilities to Bob Iger, who, as it turns out, found himself under increasing public pressure. As for The Mandalorian itself, the recent seasons have seen a noticeable decline in ratings. Viewer interest in the project is gradually fading, and it seems that the negative energy surrounding Gina Carano's firing has spilled over into the perception of the series. Many fans note that with each new episode, fewer people feel the same magic that once made The Mandalorian one of Disney's most talked about projects. Perhaps this is the karmic reaction of the industry, foreshadowing the changes that lie ahead on the horizon. But that's not all. In the conflict between Disney and Gina Carano, other detractors who didn't hesitate to chime in with their 2 cents also became part of this dramatic story. In addition to the names already mentioned, stars like Brie Larson, who several years ago tried to voice her opinion on the situation but ultimately suffered significant career setbacks, entered the fray. it seems that fate decided that everyone who dared to criticize Gina would eventually face negative consequences. That's why online you can still find countless comments stating that anyone who speaks ill of the actress eventually gets their karmic slap for their wrongful behavior. Looking at the recent events, it's impossible not to mention that Bob Iger, renowned for his business acumen and wise leadership of the company, has also found himself in the middle of the scandal. His decisions and management methods are under intense scrutiny, especially as Disney's stock prices have once again begun to plummet. Some analysts even suggest that he might be replaced in the coming months, as public dissatisfaction and distrust in the leadership continue to grow. Although Bob Iger remains a key figure in the company for now, the criticism from both investors and Disney fans is becoming increasingly fierce. Equally interesting is the case of Rachel Zegler, the actress who portrayed Snow White. Her stance on the use of pronouns on social media sparked a massive debate several years ago when the trend of including pronouns in profiles became popular. Gina Carano made a sarcastic remark by referring to them, calling them something like Bip Bob Bub. In response, Rachel launched a passionate defense on the internet, outlining her arguments about the importance of pronouns for self-identification. This incident quickly became a subject of ridicule online, especially after the famous animated series South Park incorporated a similar theme into one of its episodes. Many critics noted that the young actress seemed to be trying to please the Disney audience, but in the end, she found herself caught in a trap of negative feedback. Critics argue that this approach only confirms that true karmic justice spares no one. When it comes to Pedro Pascal, his stance has also come under close public observation. Recently, he was accused online of not having sufficiently supported Gina Carano when she was being bullied by Disney's management. Now that the situation has escalated, many fans believe that his recent post, in which he showed solidarity by calling Rachel an icon, is an attempt to make amends. However, critics point out that such gestures do not erase past missteps, and karmic justice, as always, finds its way to those on the wrong side of the fence. Among the other detractors, we must not forget Richard Newby, a well-known Hollywood journalist who relentlessly criticizes Gina Carano. Newby, who works for a publication closely tied to Disney, regularly publishes articles that sharply express his discontent with the actress's actions. Unsurprisingly, his style of writing is often seen as biased and unobjective, eventually prompting the publication's management to demote him, transferring him to less prominent articles. This episode only emphasizes how challenging it can be to maintain objectivity in a world where personal interests and career ambitions often blend with public opinion. The saga of Gina Carano and Disney is not merely another scandal in the entertainment world. It is an entire drama featuring renowned personalities where every move turns out to be fateful. If you've been following the news, you probably remember how Gina's firing affected The Mandalorian's ratings. Some experts believe that the decision to remove her from the project was one of the key reasons behind the show's declining reception. Rumor has it that the uncertainty surrounding her character's future and the lack of a clear strategy for developing the storyline led the audience to disengage. These facts only intensify the anticipation for the upcoming court hearing on September 29th. At the same time, many of Gina's supporters are convinced that such a high-profile case will serve as a powerful signal to the entire entertainment industry. Even the most influential companies are not immune to the consequences of hasty decisions. Disney's stocks are once again showing volatility, and analysts warn that the situation may worsen unless the leadership rethinks its management methods. It's possible that we'll witness new personnel changes in the near future, and viewers might finally see a rebirth of the popular series if the legal battle resolves in Gina's favor. Friends, in light of all these turbulent events, it's worth noting that the entertainment industry is in a constant state of flux. Fate proves that karmic justice spares no one. Anyone who dares to speak ill of someone else's success or engage in public controversy will eventually face the consequences. And if you think about it, in this intricate game, there are no real winners. Everyone becomes entangled in a vast web of repercussions, where even the most famous names are not immune to change. As you can see, the situation surrounding Gina Carano and Disney is a complex cocktail of ambition, betrayal, poor decisions, and of course karmic strikes that hit the mark every time. Even if you think you know the whole story, I recommend reading the latest articles and news online to catch every nuance. We live in an era where every detail can be crucial, and minor mistakes can lead to significant consequences. If you want to stay updated on the latest developments, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button so you won't miss any of the most exciting and relevant updates. Dear viewers, what do you think about this whole story? Do you agree that karmic justice always finds its way? Or do you have your own theories about what's happening? Write your comments below, share your opinions, and don't hesitate to subscribe to our Telegram channel. The link is provided below the video. Your opinion is incredibly important to us because it helps shape content that is truly interesting and relevant to you. Furthermore, it's important to note that high-profile court cases like this are becoming increasingly common in the world of major companies. Disney, surprising. In light of these events, many analysts around the world are voicing the opinion that managing large companies should be based not only on financial metrics, but also on principles of ethics and fairness. After all, such an approach helps create a healthy work environment and retain talented employees. However, as experience shows, business decisions made by leaders do not always meet the expectations of both the audience and the staff, leading to negative consequences. Gina Carano's firing has served as a warning for many. Even if you're at the helm of a company, never forget the human factor and the importance of respecting your colleagues. In conclusion, the court case scheduled for September 29th promises to be a truly captivating spectacle. Discussions on social media and forums are already heating up, and many experts are confident that this process will be a turning point for the entire entertainment industry. If you want to stay informed about every development, don't miss our updates. Follow the news and share your impressions in the comments. Your likes, subscriptions, and active participation help us create even more interesting and high-quality content for all residents of the USA and beyond. So, if you enjoyed this material, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you always stay up to date with the hottest news. We strive to provide you with the freshest and most reliable information, and your support means the world to us. Stay tuned, because many more intriguing stories and revelations from the world of entertainment lie ahead. To sum it all up, the legal battle between Disney and Gina Carano isn't just a courtroom drama, it's a reflection of deeper processes in the world of cinema and corporate management. This story touches not only on individual personalities, but also on the very mechanisms of how industry giants operate, making us ponder just how important fairness, respect, and moral values are in modern business. In the end, every participant in this drama, from top executives to ordinary fans, feels the impact of decisions made in moments of conflict and misunderstanding. As we wait for September 29th, when the most exciting public hearing begins, I invite all of you to join the discussion. Share your thoughts, ask questions, and of course, stay connected. We're always thrilled to see our subscribers and commenters because your input truly helps shape the future of this fascinating media space. Thank you for being with us, friends. Until next time, Stay positive, and remember, every story, no matter how dramatic, has lessons that we can use to make this world a little better. Subscribe, hit the like button, and leave your comments. Your engagement means everything. See you in the next episode, where we'll continue to share the most relevant and intriguing events from the world of entertainment.